Hey y'all. So, I look a little rough. Just woke up from a nap. I got a nap today. Yay. So, well, that was nasty, wasn't it? Well, that was nasty, wasn't it? Well, that was nasty, wasn't it? I wanted to talk about that. Number one being peanut butter cookies. Everybody loves peanut butter cookies.
Oh, yeah.
At least I think everybody does. What the hell was I going to talk about? Last night I was craving something sweet. And, of course, we hadn't went to the grocery store, so we didn't have anything sweet in the house. And we have a ton of peanut butter in our cabinet. And I was, searching peanut butter cookie recipes, and I came across one that's called Easy Peanut Butter Cookies. I thought, hey, sounds easy. 1 cup of peanut butter, 1 cup of sugar, and 1 egg. And you don't even have to use a mixer. I used a fork to blend it all in. I mixed all the crap in together in a bowl, and then you just put little, it says balls, but I didn't do balls because I didn't use my hands. I just put, little drops, about that big, and they're really good. The only problem with the recipe is that it calls for you, now, I know every oven is different, but it can't be this different, okay? It calls for you to put your oven on 400 degrees. Preheat oven on 400 and leave it on 400. Now, I never made the cookies before, so I didn't know that, it sounded high. But after I took it made 3 batches of 2, 4, 6. So it made 12.5 cookies. After I took out the first 6, it says leave them in there for 8 minutes. And I took them out at 8 minutes. And they weren't burnt, but like the edges, like the top, well, I'll show you one. See how that's like burnt on the, some of the little pieces that stick out? And the bottoms are really dark. They don't taste burnt, but they look burnt. But this isn't going to work. I'm not burning all these cookies because I want to eat them. So I said, well, I'm just going to turn the oven down. So I turned the oven minutes instead of 8. But they came out really good. And I've already eaten all those. Me and Noah have. Second, I had a really weird dream. I told y'all I just got up from a nap. That's why I look so rough. I had a really weird dream. And I don't even remember what all the dream was about. But it had a bunch of people in it that I don't know. One of my good friends was Dream. She lived upstairs from me, and something traumatic happened to her, and she was like moving out, and she was like crying. In the dream, she came downstairs after she moved all her stuff out, and she never said anything. She was just crying, and she was just walking around like she was, traumatized. And she walked downstairs, and she gave me a hug, and she left, and I just had this feeling like I was never going to see her again, which is really weird. I was at my mom's, and my mom was living in a trailer beside a trailer that my brother lived in, and that makes no sense because my mom does live in a double-wide trailer, but my brother lives with her and not in a separate one. Anyways, we were over there, and my mom was saying how she was going to see her friend Jennifer, and everything, and I was like, Jennifer, who? And my mom doesn't have the internet or a computer, and she doesn't want one. She doesn't know how to work it, and she doesn't really need it. So, but anyways, in my dream, she had the internet and the computer, and she was on YouTube, okay? And she was friends with Blizzy Kitty, which is really funny to me, and I don't know why Blizzy Kitty was the one that was in my dream, but anyways, she said she was going to see Blizzy Kitty. And I was like, well, that's freaking cool because she's my friend too on YouTube. Why didn't you tell me and all this? And then it skips to me being in a pageant. And I'm competing against a bunch of people. And some of them are young people and some of them are old women. And one of them is this girl that used to babysit me when I was a kid, and her name is Christy. and she looked like she was on drugs, but well, that was nasty, wasn't it? And then it skips to I went upstairs at the pageant, and there was some doctor up there, and he was like hacking people up. And I'm telling y'all, this was just the weirdest dream I've ever had. I don't understand it at all. I'm like, where did all this crap come from, and why is it all in the same dream, and what was I smoking before I went to sleep?